What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I still have some Witcher 3 news I want to share with you guys and update you a little further on some of the information that we received from CDPR, that Twitter post on the Witcher page, stating that, there is a new Witcher game, which we pretty much already knew. They stated in the past they are going to continue making Witcher games, but Geralt's stories ended, right? We know that already. But they uploaded, a picture of the Linux head. They confirmed that is a Linux medallion, so that is a whole new Witcher school that we're seeing for the very first time. And according to this and some fan fiction that I've come across and learned about a little bit, it seems like we're not doing more of a prequel. This is going to be after events of The Witcher 3. This is what it's shaping up to be. So I've done some digging around a little bit. But what I want to share with you guys in particular is the fact that CDPR is moving away from using the Red Engine as its main source engine and going to the Unreal Engine 5. Now, they're still going to be using the Red Engine for Cyberpunk 2077's future expansions and updates, but any future titles like the upcoming Witcher games, they are going to be using the Unreal Engine 5. And a lot of this has to do with like this Witcher announcement right here with CDPR and Epic Games partnering. The reason why out of this whole letter they want to partner is the fact that the Unreal Engine 5 will allow, this is pretty much a summary of everything that you see in this letter here. If you guys want to pause it and read it, I'll break it down a little bit. Main reason why is the Unreal Engine 5 is so finely tuned. It's one of the lead engines in not just game design, but everything. Automotive, live events, films, TVs. There's so many different things because it's just been so updated over the years that it's just made it so user-friendly to use. That's why indie developers go to Epic Games website, and you can actually, if you want to create a game, you can use the Unreal Engine 5 and create games yourself. Even if you're starting off, they have steps to try and teach you and work with you. That's why it's so user-friendly. In this announcement, not only does this relationship cover the licensing, but the technical development of the Unreal Engine 5 as well, as a potential future versions of the Unreal Engine. Now, developers from CDPR will collaborate with those from Epic, with the primary goal being to help tailor the engine for open world experiences, beginning with the development of the next game in the Witcher franchise, which is exciting. So all of this that we're seeing and hearing now is just the first steps into the very first open world experience with high tech. Like, we're gonna hopefully see something we've never seen before, the way they're describing it, and the Witcher franchise would be the perfect game to jump into and try all of this. Now, that being said, from Paul Zidoni, I hope I didn't butcher his name, he's a CTO of CD Projekt Red. He stated, one of the core aspects of our internal Red 2.0 transformation is much stronger focus on technology, and our cooperation with Epic Games is based on this principle. From the outset, we did not consider a typical licensing agreement. Both we and Epic see this as a long-term, fulfilling tech partnership. It is vital for CDPR to have technical direction of our next game decided from the earliest possible phase, as in the past, we spent a lot of resources and energy to evolve and adapt Red Engine with every game release. This cooperation is so exciting because it will elevate development predictability and efficiency while granting us access to cutting-edge game development tools. I can't wait for great games we're going to create with the Unreal Engine 5. So right there from the horse's mouth, he's literally saying a main reason for Unreal Engine 5 is the fact that it's going to allow them to focus on creating better stories, work on the game itself, right? They're a game company that creates games. But if you got to sit there and work behind the curtain all the time and make sure the engine's working properly and there's no hiccups, there's no issues, like maybe that was one of the big reasons with Cyberpunk 2077. There was a lot of bugs, there was a lot of issues, and they were using the Red Engine. Now, maybe Epic Games originally reached out to them and say, hey, you know what? We love The Witcher 3. We love what you guys are trying to do. What happened? And maybe they say, well, we try and work with the Red Engine. We worked with Jolly. They partnership with them. They did great facial animations and all that. But, it's just hard to make such a massive game on our engine and work. And maybe that's when Epic and them, they finally came to an agreement saying, look, we have the Unreal Engine 5, which is a leading engine in the, gaming world. Why don't we just work together? That way you guys can focus on making great video games and at the same time work with us with developing and evolving newer, better engines for the future in open world RPGs. And, Tim Sweeney, who is the founder and CEO of Epic Games, he also remarked about the partnership. He says, Epic has been building Unreal Engine 5 to enable teams to create dynamic open worlds at an unprecedented scale and a level of fidelity. We are deeply honored by the opportunity to partner with CDPR to push the limits of interactive storytelling and gameplay together, and this effort will benefit developer community for years to come. Now, like I said, they just want to work together, create great video games, and at the same time, people were worried about just being an exclusive. They said there's no exclusives. That's what CDPR said of now, but who knows with years to come. But the biggest thing about them working with the Unreal Engine 5 is also that we're not going to have to wait, years, 10 years down the road for probably more Witcher games. If you have an engine that works and it's user-friendly and easier to adapt and use and change things with, then you're going to be able to get work done at a much faster pace. I'm not saying that they're going to be rushing the game to get something out, but if they make a mistake or they want to go back and change something, they can. They don't have to worry about too many deadlines, because they're like, hey, you know what, with this engine I can go in there, no sweat. With the Red engine, they struggled with that. That's why they had a lot of issues with Cyberpunk 2077, and that's why The Witcher 3 took as long as it did as well. And even that game, for how big it is, they had way more visions that they really wanted to do in that game, but they were limited to what the Red engine was really allowed to do. Even though today it is still a graphically amazing masterpiece, it looks amazing, and on top of that, they did such an amazing job with the detail, with storytelling, and just the immersion in the game as well. But I wanted to share this with you guys to explain the real reason why CDPR is going to use the Unreal Engine 5. Long story short, if you already listened to the whole video, you pretty much know now, is the fact that they want to use this so they can create better games at a faster pace, at good quality content, great graphical, fidelity, and honestly, just keep leading the industry in open world RPGs, which has me really hyped and excited. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you heard anything new or you want to share anything, I'm always down there. You can follow me on Twitter at HamboneGaming. And also, if you're not subscribed to the channel and you'd like to support the channel, consider subscribing, you guys. If you like the video, a thumbs up is always appreciated. But with that being said, that's all I had to share with you guys, and I will catch you on the next one. Later.